Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette with a new reading for the month of January 2018, which will be a 5-card spread using a tarot deck called Tarot of the Sacred Feminine, and you'll see that. And as clarifiers with the 5-card spread, I'll use a rather old VERA SIBILLA deck that I use sparingly because it is so old. And to crown that reading, I'll be using a set of runes, one of the first runes that I have ever had, which are emerald runes. This is all because I'm doing this before the holiday season. Now, in terms of the year spread, I'll be using a mini grand tableau, a Lenormand mini grand tableau. For those of you who read with the Lenormand will recognize these particular cards, and they have an explanation in English in the square, and the pictures are characteristic of the cards with the numbers here at the top. And the way I'll do that is I carve out an inner 4 by 4 rows of a grand tableau, so it will be a mini tableau. I won't go into the technical side and bore those people who don't read these cards, but we'll see. You'll see how it will work for each sign. Now, before I close and get on to the readings, I just wanted to say I know that this holiday season for many is a bit difficult, especially if you are alone or if you feel alone. I will be working during the holidays, unfortunately, sometimes, yeah, I have to. So you may want to consider not simply a reading, but something that will go a little bit more in depth, like past life regression or some form of hypnosis. And consider that. If you're interested, write to me, go to my website. You'll get my contact, or you'll see it in this video clip underneath probably, or somewhere, and we'll see if we can set it up. All right, now I think I have nothing without further ado, as they say. Let's get on to the readings, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Leo. Hi, Leo. It's your turn now. We're looking into December. Yes, where I must be sleeping standing. We're looking into January 2018. January 2018, Leo, January 2018. Let's look at these cards. This is the 9 of Cups. This is the Queen of Cups. This is the Temperance card, a focus card. This is the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Leo, you have some cards here, some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. And for many, there's going to be a period in January where you get money. You actually receive money. You receive things that come your way. I don't see inheritances. I see something that comes from something that you have invested in, old payments that were to be made. I don't get anything in by way of someone who passes and leaves you something. No, this is not the case. I'm going to start right at the Knight of Pentacles here. Interesting. How interesting. Lettera, then prigione, prison, and casa, the house. How interesting is that? Because you have the ability, the month of January, to not even use your energies and going out there to get what you want. These cards are telling you that everything comes to he who waits, or she who waits. So don't overextend yourself that month of January, Leo. And I'm going to take a look at the two queens. First, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Riunione, the meeting. Stanza, the room. And fortune. There is definitely a coming together, and this is a card of very quick communication, unexpected, a surprise communication. It has to do with love. It has to do with your emotions. Someone is coming into your life that you really are unexpected. Well, this is very soon, so it could be I would say even the beginning of the second week of January. How interesting! Let's take a look, because it is mirroring the other queen here. Costanza, Constance, la matrice, the female lover, could be a male, and falsità. Now, you have been falling prey to illusions, okay? I'm getting that there was in the past a situation where you unfortunately were surprised by what you found to be illusions. And it's payback time, Leo. It's your turn now. There's something coming to you in the month of January, a very emotional high. There's the runes here. Isa, doing it my way. Algits is, you to be able to accept what's coming to you. It's very, very important that you remove all your boundaries, remove them, and put yourself in a situation that you don't have a safety net. Jump in in a situation that you cannot control. Do not seek control the month of January. You won't see it coming, Kinat's Merkstave, you won't see it coming, but you will be able to manage the situation your way, and it will actually go your way. Ladies and gentlemen, what I can say is that the month of January is you staying put. Things will be coming to you, and what is coming to you is something of great importance, because it will have the power of showing you that there are age-old truths, Leo, that will always be universal for you. We have to get in touch with those truths. This is January. Let's move on now to the year 2018 and see what that has to say, what those Lenormand cards have to say for you. All right, now. The Lenormand cards are a deck. The deck is made of 36 cards, so it's a smaller deck to shuffle. Leo, the year 2018. Okay. Okay. Now, the first quarter, January, February, March, we come in with a difficult situation concerning your livelihood, your work. And it mainly concerns Leos who are self-employed, who have their own business. And there is an influence that causes this, takes a strong toll on your business. It has to do with the relationship or a relationship with a person who is who you have cut off. Could be a business partner, but I see a female here, something to do with a female that you need to either they have cut you off or you need to cut off because it is affecting your business negatively or your work negatively. Also, I have this female-male relationship here that's knighting, and in that first quarter there's a situation that is quite difficult, and it seems that there will be a lot of animosity, and the female role, the female partner will be putting an end to it. Or, well, it could be go either way. There's also this mirroring with this side here, and it has to do with the business that you have with them, first of all. But also, for those of you who have mixed business with, if you have a house, if you have a family business, if it's a family business, it's just something that will dissipate after the first quarter. But if it's not a family business and you are partnered with this person, it's going to take its toll on your relationship that first 3-month period. The next quarter is quite interesting because it sees you leaving things behind, having a very extremely lucky streak, and using your maturity in order for you to move on. You're feeling like you have lightened your load. Many of you, Leo, will be traveling that second quarter. The second quarter is April, May, June. April, May, and June. You may take a trip, and it's not having to do with business, I'm seeing. It's having to do, well, it does, there is knighting with those of you who have your own business will be, that could be mixing business and pleasure. But there is movement forward in any case. And what's more, in the second quarter, your business thrives much greater. You have a greater sense of security in terms of your business. And the second quarter proves to be one of the most important for the year, and one of the periods where you're called on to actually face destiny. Go forward with the difficulties that you have. Face them face to face. Go face to face to the issues that you have to deal with, because you have a lucky streak that quarter, the April, May, and June. Now the third quarter here, the third quarter is quite interesting to see in these cards, because I'm seeing it works in two ways. Those of you who have a business with your partner and have a family business, that's going to be very, very, very important, because it's extremely stable. It has been. It's as if there has been this business for such a long time. However, and there is also going to be that period, the third quarter, for you, that's July, August, and September. That's going to be a moment when you have to see that you need to take decisions, you need to strategize, you need to find a way not to lose anything, not to step on anyone's toes, and try to make decisions that will benefit everyone. You do not obviously want to annihilate anybody, your partner, or because it will always reflect back on you. So you have to find, there needs to be a give and take in that third quarter. Also, I see that the female person in this partnership, business partnership, or the female who has the female role here, is going to be the one who is of greater maturity, and also is the one who gives more stability both to the relationship and to the business. I said that folds in this third quarter, there's two folds. Here's one of the business and concerning the relationship. The female role, the female person partner here is the one who gives more stability to the relationship and is the one who wants to save the relationship. So either in business or in romance, in your emotional life. Now, the last quarter of the year, the October, November, and December part of the year, is a bit of a trial for you. You're going to come into October with the sensation that, oh my God, you in your mind you're thinking something is looming. You start to get a bit of fear. I'm not going to be able to make it. I can't, and I know I have to face up to this situation. So this is the type of attitude you go into this last quarter. But then you calm down because you realize that you too are interested in what is developing, both either or, and could be work and or the relationship. You do have a stake in that, and you want it to go well. So you let that take over your fears. Now, what you find in the last quarter is that there's going to be an abrupt moment. You're going to have to, on the spur of the moment, many of you Leos are going to have to take a trip on the spur of the moment, and it's going to be for a reason that will help your business and your relationships. And again, it's going to have to you're going to have to call on the sense of strategy. It's something that you have to make decisions for, even though you'll be called at the last minute to move forward on something or actually take a trip, move somewhere, go somewhere. And it has to do with your emotions. I mean, in order for you to have emotional stability, you know that this decision has to be made. Now, I'm going to go into different aspects of your life in the year 2018 as far as beginnings and endings. You have difficulty there. That's the most difficult aspect of your life. Perhaps not the most, but one of the most, because you're not necessarily sure whether it is best to do one or close the door or leave the door open, even with all the problems we have. That is going to be all throughout the year something that is will be high in your mind. And the surprises that you will be having, the surprises that will come your way, the year of 2018, have to do with your business, have to do with your livelihood. So you expect that, they're positive. They will be positive throughout the year 2018. And definite endings, something that is going to follow you is this sensation that you have to remove someone dear to your life, a woman, a female role that has a female role from your life in any aspect. Could be business, could be the emotional life. And that is going to be, that has to be done. Many of you think, well, it has to be done, but I can't do it. But then and you want to there's half of you, Leo, that wants to take the decision suddenly, and there are half of you who just want to do it and not look back. But then there are others of you who can't even make the decision. As I said, you come into the whole year is whether should I, shouldn't I? But you want to do it cold turkey. If it's done, you want to do it cold turkey. Now, your work and livelihood. There's a person around you that surrounds you in your livelihood that affects you very much during the year 2018. It's a male. And it has to do with a person who will give you guidance. They can slit your throat and they can be on your side. You have to decide which of the two you want them. How do you want them? And to be able to have one or the other, you are forced to play a different hand. You have to play a certain hand, whether you want to engage with them and have them be your enemy or whether you want to be on their side. Now, the sense of security, like I tell all of the signs, you're going to have to go back and listen to this after the fact, because there's so much information here. The sense of security is something that I have mentioned it before. This is your lucky stars. This is something that is so lucky for you. You have that feeling of security, despite whether you feel you have to break off a relationship of some kind or not. You do have a stable sense of security. And you're guided by your maturity, which is very clear in these cards. Also, what is something that I'm seeing here is, of course, these are general readings, but I'm seeing a lot of you moving house. You're going to definitely move. This is the year that you decide, okay, I'm out. I have to change. My house is something that I'm going to have to change. Where you hang your hat has to be somewhere else. Now, also, the public life, you want, and this is going to be a desire that permeates the year, you want to have people visit you in your private life. You want to bring your public life into your private life as a sort of having a buffer, sort of getting people to be not your friends because they're your co-workers or colleagues, but having sort of padding. You need to pad. It's a sense of security, that as well. And this is the way you would like to go about it. Having them come into your private life, have the public life come into your literal home. Now, obstacles that arise also during the year have to do time and time again with your work. And I told you that your the great surprise is going to be with your business. The obstacles will be also about your business. So there's a two double-edged sword here. Your business will bring forth positive surprises, but it also is the area of your life that will give you challenges as well. Now, decisions that you have to make always concern your sense of security. Should I invest in this? Should I invest in that? Should I buy this? Should I divide our funds so I can do the, your sense of security rides on decisions that you make. Now, nuisances, problems that will come up to you, that will challenge you, the problems that you are faced with during the year have to do with your making plans. You're making plans in certain areas, certain aspects of your life that emerge that you have to decide upon. That's going to be, you have to take time out on that, stabilizing plans, writing them out and understanding them better so they will work. You have to try them out. That is something that will be a nuisance for you. You don't want to spend time there, but you're going to have to. Also, something that's hidden in your life during the year 2018 is something that will come and go. You don't see it coming, it comes, but then it goes. An area that will be cause for concern will come and go. It could be something to do with a health issue, could be something, bills to pay, but it is very brief. It comes and it goes, taken care of. You don't see it coming, it just comes out of the blue. Also, matters of written communication. Areas of written communication you have to be absolutely careful with. If there's other forms of communication that you can give privilege to, do it, because this is an area that can doom you. Beware of signing contracts that will bind you. Also, your animus side, the male side to you, and male influences on you, that is one of your, you could safely say that the males in your life keep them close, because they will help you. They'll be there for you, and you can count on them. And another thing, the the anima side to you and females in your life, their influences is something that will give you joy. Emotionally, it will open your heart to have these female relatives, friends, co-workers close to you. Leo, I hope this was of help to you. I think I've looked at every corner. Namaste, and have a wonderful holiday season until we read together again. Bye-bye.